Welcome to another trip report here at Bellingham International Airport, Washington, as we try Bellingham's latest airline partner, Southwest. Today's flight number will be 818, service from Bellingham to Oakland. As you can see, we took the first flight coming out of Southwest and the very first flight out of Bellingham today, which explains the empty airport that you can see. Alaska Airlines and Allegiant are the two prominent airlines that services out of Bellingham, with Southwest joining the team in November 2021. It only makes sense that we give this airline a try. Now, Bellingham is the most populous city in Whatcom County in Washington, just 33 kilometers south of the US-Canada border. There was roughly about a 5-minute wait time at the US-Canada border, but because we booked an early morning flight, we didn't have to wait much at all, and the entire journey from Surrey to Bellingham took about 45 minutes. With its close proximity to Vancouver, British Columbia, 65% of its passengers are actually Canadian. Bellingham International Airport does not have a jetway, so therefore we had to use the stairs to enter the aircraft. Southwest follows an open seating style, meaning there are no assigned seats. You'll be assigned a boarding group either A, B, or C and position 1 to 60 upon check-in, which determines your boarding order. And once you board your aircraft, you're free to choose your seats. Today we are on board the Boeing 737-700, and I'm seated at the right side of the aircraft at the window seat. Now, with me being 5'6", the legroom is never an issue for me. However, each seat comes with a tray table and no IFE screens, and there's also no power source, so you will need to bring your own portable charger in case you need to charge your phone. The Boeing 737-700 is one of Southwest's earlier models, but despite that, the seats were very comfortable, the AC was on full blast, and the seats do recline, which is a plus for me. Now, at this point in our flight, there was a slight issue on the right engine, and we actually had to go back into the gate, which caused a 2-hour delay. Our 6 a.m. flight became an 8 a.m. departure flight. Now, we did not end up deplaning the aircraft at this time, and as the airlines call in maintenance to check up on the right engine, the captain was very transparent with us in regards to every update that they were getting from the ground in relaying the information to the passengers. And at this time, the flight attendants also did a very good job in taking care of its passengers by providing us complimentary drinks and coffee in the morning. And by then, 2 hours later, we were finally set to take off. Now, Southwest does also offer complimentary movies that you can access through their mobile app. You will need to download the app first and connect to the internet free of charge. Flight time from Bellingham to Oakland was about 2 hours and 7 minutes, and during the flight attendants actually served light snacks and drinks, which I unfortunately did not have time to film as I fell asleep. Now, despite the delay earlier, the response and the service from the flight crew and the captain was very excellent. And I have nothing but positive things to say by how they handled the situation and how they took care of all its passengers. So we just landed here in Oakland and just to see family, but we decided to try Southwest Airlines for the very first time in Bellingham. Here at Oakland International Airport, we will be making our way back to Bellingham, Washington via Southwest Airlines. Oakland International ranks the third busiest airport in the entire San Francisco Bay Area, just behind San Jose International and San Francisco International Airport. Southwest is the leading airlines that serves this international airport, along with other budget airlines such as Spirit, Frontier, and Allegiant.
From the podium here at gate number 29.
Now, as I walk inside the jetway, I was in Group A, and therefore I was able to choose a really decent seat on the left side of the aircraft by the window.
Heading up to Bellingham.
Now we flew back into Bellingham on April 19th, 2022. Now this very morning, Southwest, along with other airlines in the United States, have actually dropped their mask mandates, which means that wearing a mask will now become optional for each passenger boarding the aircraft.
Federal law prohibits tampering with, disabling, or destroying any
Now once again, we are on board the Boeing 737-700. Now located inside the seat back pocket, you will see the safety information of the aircraft. The beverage menu, which consists of alcoholic beverage for purchase and complimentary drinks, is located inside there as well. And the internet instructions at the back. Once again, you will need to download the Southwest Airlines mobile app to access their entertainment. You will need to connect to their Wi-Fi to access the movies. However, purchasing is not required. And if you want to do some streaming or browse your social media, you will need to purchase the internet for $8 on your flight. Now, I specifically chose the left side of the aircraft, and the reason for that is because it offers some of the most stunning views of the San Francisco Bay Area. And we were lucky that it wasn't foggy that day. Now at this time, the flight attendants came around to offer some complimentary snack mix and also beverage as well. And as a budget airline, I really love this feature, and it was something that you don't get with other ultra low cost carriers. So this was a really nice touch for Southwest. And located at the back of the aircraft is the laboratory. It's a pretty small size, but it is a fairly small aircraft. And as we got back to the seat, as you can see, the chairs do recline, which is again a very nice feature for a budget airline. Northwest undoubtedly offers some of the most stunning views, and on a bright sunny day like this in Washington, this doesn't really happen often in spring, so it was truly a nice treat to see the greenery of Washington state. Now, my overall experience using Southwest was undoubtedly excellent. Even with the delay heading to Oakland, I really thought the crew handled the situation extremely well. I do believe Southwest will be a game changer for Bellingham International Airport. Now, currently, Southwest services Oakland and Las Vegas from Bellingham with hopes of adding more American cities along the way, especially once travel picks up over the summer. Now, in regards to the pricing of my trip, I booked my trip to Oakland 2 months in advance and purchased their one to get away fare with a total of $118 taxes included, which is about 148 Canadian dollars. The reason why 65% of passengers in Bellingham are Canadians because flying out of Vancouver International is easily double or triple that price. What makes this airline so amazing is that each passenger is entitled to 2 checked-in bags for free with a complimentary carry-on bag and personal item to take in with you. The ultra-low-cost carriers like Allegiant or Flair Airlines in Canada can easily drive your airfare with those additional add-ons. Even Canada's WestJet or Air Canada will charge for checked-in luggage as well. Southwest Airlines do not fly to any Canadian cities at all. However, adding Bellingham in Southwest's chosen cities is actually to target the Canadians living in Metro Vancouver. If you go to Southwest website, only one Canadian city is even mentioned on their destinations list, which I think is pretty cool. If you ask me, if you want to save hundreds of dollars, definitely give Southwest a try. Personally, with all the perks that Southwest offers, I personally believe that it's a much better and cheaper alternative to flying from Vancouver, and the additional 26-minute drive from the US-Canada border is just a minor inconvenience. Lastly, for those wondering about parking, 7 days parking in Vancouver's airport's main parkade is roughly about 204 Canadian dollars for 7 days, while 7 days in Bellingham's main parkade will cost you about $123 in Canadian. I truly hope Southwest will continue to expand into more American cities from Bellingham. This is such great news for the city of Bellingham and also wonderful news for us Vancouverites looking for a much cheaper alternative. Thank you for watching my trip report on Southwest Airlines.